Capricorn, welcome. Welcome back if you're returning. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot. This is your weekly read. This is a reading for Capricorn placement, Sun, Moon, or Rising. It's a general reading, so it will not resonate with all of you. But hopefully there's something here of value for each of you to take away. We're using the Linestrider Tarot today, and the lighting in this room is such that they do wash out quite a bit. I apologize for that, but I wanted to use this deck because this is the very first deck I used for this channel when I started this channel a year ago. And I just felt like I really needed to bring it back for this reading. So we're going to do some questions today. The first is, well, they're both related to change. Like, where do you think you need to reevaluate? Where is it time for a checkup in part of your life to get a sense of what could be improved? And so the first is, what do you think needs to change? And the second line is going to be, what does Spirit think needs to change? And then, because it's always good to have some practical advice, the last few cards that I'm going to pull from the LightSeers deck will be about how do we get going? You know, how do we take the first steps to start to make some positive change? So, Seven of Cups, Nine of Cups, Nine of Wands, Capricorn. You feel like you're very close to something. Very close to making a wish come true. Very close to reaching a goal. And you feel like you've fought really hard and really long to get there. And that you need to make some choices now. And you're so afraid you're going to make the wrong choice. So that's these three cards here. Okay? This is what I'm sensing, and every reader reads differently. So my intuitive interpretation on this may be different than what you, if you read tarot, would see. But what I see here is someone who has been fighting a really long time to get somewhere, to achieve something, and they're so close they can almost taste it. And now they need to make some choices. And they're so concerned because they're not sure if they're going to be able to make the right choice. They don't even know how to begin to make these choices that need making. They just feel like they need to make a choice. Maybe they don't even need to make a choice. They feel like they need to make a choice. And they feel like if they pick the wrong choice, it's all just going to crash and fall. It's going to shatter, and they're not going to get where they want to go after fighting so long to get there. So what is it about that needs to change? You feel like you need answers. You feel like you need to be able to think more clearly and see the situation more clearly so that you can figure out how to make the right choice. Because you do believe that there's only one right choice. And Spirit is telling me that that's not the case. There is no one right choice. And the outcome depends less on you than you think. But anyway, we'll get back to that. So, whoever this is, this energy, there's a feeling of having worked a long time to get somewhere, fought really hard, and now almost there, and you have to make some choices. What's coming to mind is someone who worked really hard to get into a certain college or university and was just about to go, and now there's some announcements about shifts and change to schedule because of everything that's going on in our world right now. And they need to make a choice, whether they delay for a year, whether they go and try to make it work. This is a really difficult situation. And this isn't for all of you. This is just one or two of you maybe. I don't know. There's somebody's in that situation. For others of you, it's work related. For others of you, it's emotional. It's a connection that you've been trying so hard to get to that next place with this person. And you're so scared that you're not going to. I can feel that in my chest. Let's see what Spirit thinks. 5 of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Ace of Wands. So this is an empty victory. This is feeling like you won, but what exactly did you win? Because there's no great feeling, no rush of elation at the fact that you have defeated whatever you defeated. It doesn't really mean much to you emotionally right now. It doesn't feel like a victory. The Hanged Man is this, sort of waiting energy, kind of trying to see things from a different angle, but not quite there yet, just hanging there, waiting, watching, trying to see what you can see. Ace of Wands, a rush of new passion, creativity, that fire in your belly, returning after you felt kind of cold and empty before. I think Spirit is saying what needs to change is this emptiness, this waiting. You need to find your spark again. And if you're able to do that, then maybe this situation becomes a little more clear. So curious about these cards for you, Capricorn, because the emotion on this line is so strong. I'm starting to embody it myself, and this is so flat. It's almost like you feel deeply, and it's turmoil. It's kind of a turmoil in you, and you're rejecting that because you just don't want to feel. It's just so confusing to be that deeply into emotion and desire for some outcome. And so you're trying to shut it down. You're trying to not feel it. And you're thinking what needs to happen up here is that you need to be less passionate, less emotionally invested, and that will help you make your choices. And what Spirit is saying is it's just the opposite. Absolutely the opposite. You need to actually feel everything you're feeling in order to make the right choice. So let's take a look here and see if we can get some guidance on how does poor conflicted Capricorn, who's totally deep in it right now, how do they move forward? Oh, they don't usually jump on this deck. 9 of Wands again. Wow. That is crazy. Crazy town, folks. 9 of Wands jumped out and landed exactly on the 9 of Wands. Keep fighting. Keep fighting for what you believe in, for what you want, for what you've been trying to achieve all this time. 4 of Swords. Let yourself rest. Let your mind rest. Going around in circles isn't going to get you to the answer any quicker. Give yourself some space. No social media. No screens. Go find a little cabin in the woods if you can afford that sort of thing. By a lake. Just be in nature. Get lots of bug bites. Listen to the birds. Watch the little fish in the pond. Hear nature. See how nature is constant, but always changing. Doesn't think about what it does, it just does. It just is. Let yourself just be for a couple of days. If you can't get away, make time to meditate. Shut your door. Turn off all of your electronics. Just breathe. Listen to the sounds around you. Let yourself sleep. It may not feel like that's how you get where you need to go, but it's going to help tremendously to let yourself sleep. The decisions are a lot easier to make if you give yourself the rest you need. Last 3 cards on this for you, Capricorn. The Devil, the 6 of Cups, 2 of Wands. 6 of Cups keeps coming up this week. It's memory. It's an appreciation for who you were and who you've become, who's been with you on that journey. It's nostalgia, happy memories. It's a warm feeling. It's a comforting feeling. Because there are difficult decisions to be made. And there are temptations. And some of them aren't bad. Bad and good is all relative, truly, but there's a sense here, Capricorn, that following that desire feels dangerous, but sometimes that's exactly the right choice, to follow that desire. And in following your desire, in feeling that spark, that motivating fire in you, it's going to help you make those difficult choices that need to be made right now to get where you want to go. Because you are that close, and you're meant to keep fighting for it. All right, Capricorn, I think that's it. So I hope that this is helpful, and I wish you the best, I truly do. Thank you for being here with me today, and thank you for being with me over the past year, for those of you that have been around that long. It really means a lot to me, and this space has been such a sanctuary. Reading for you each week, reading for the folks that have reached out for private readings. Oh, that's my Nora, my kitty. It means a lot to me, so thank you so much. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Blessings.